Alright, welcome back. So, it's been a while, and let's continue. For now, let's add an obstacle in our object area in our navigation, which basically changes the way the path routing works. So we got two paths right here, and this is one of our choke points. So let's add an obstacle over here. So I'm just gonna simply right click, create, go into navigation, and just choose an obstacle type. I'm going to choose a box because it's pretty simple. Let's just make it a 0, and I'm going to change the shape to like 4x4. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to block this main area right here, so that somewhere like this, so that when the object has to go through, it needs to account for this small little obstacle. Now in this mesh we already have holes. That just means that those are unmovable areas. This is an obstacle. We can move obstacles and reroute anytime, but first let's just try to get the obstacle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an obstacle node, so we're just gonna add it right here. And now the obstacle node, we connected it that right there. So now the obstacle box has the obstacle connected right here. So let's just assign it over here. We're gonna just add it right here for now. So we're gonna do obstacle box and just call it obstacle for now. And let's add it right here. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna add it before it even gets created, which is around here. So we're gonna add it right before. So since it's in this function, we're just gonna add it before the function. So obstacle equals to, and then we're gonna do the same thing, obstacle node as obstacle box. So now it takes the pointer casting. All right, so with that, what we're gonna do is now, honestly, nothing. So once it creates the path and it creates the routes, it's going to choose, it's going to already have the obstacle in mind. Since we had no obstacle before, it's not going to do anything, but now since it is connected to the obstacle box, it's going to automatically do everything. So it does all the hard work for you. So now that if you wanted the obstacle to be moving in runtime, then what you're going to do is you're actually going to change this function and put it into your update function. So instead of nav visualizer, you're going to actually have the create thing inside the update function, and you're going to have the obstacle moving, and it's going to adjust accordingly. So for now, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is over here with the NavMesh visualizer, we're going to do obstacle render visualizer, so we can see the box itself too. All right, and that's literally it. So now when it's run, you could see that it went here, it went to the outer edge, and it went around. Now we didn't add any size router differences. So size router difference would be like the radius itself. So if we go back into this function over here, and we got, where are we? Radius. The radius that is required to move the point. So the point, how fat the point's going to be, or how big the point is going to be. We didn't specify it, so it just chooses as a 0. If your object is a bit bigger, so like let's say a car, you give it a radius of whatever size your car is, and you let it move towards that. Other than that, that is everything for today, just adding obstacles. I am pretty busy. I want to make these tutorials smaller and faster, so I'm going to be making sure that they do come smaller than like 10 minutes or like 7-8 minutes or something. But anyways, until then, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.